That's my cut right there. What's going on, folks? It's your man Jay Will, and yes, I finally got another device in that I've been waiting on, and this is the Honor 8X by Huawei. Now, I've purchased a lot of phones, and this is my latest purchase right here. I've been waiting on this phone. It came actually really fast. Like I said, I ordered from GearBest. I do most of these orders from GearBest, but this is the Honor 8X. This phone has a 6.5-inch 1080p display, 20 megapixel setup on the rear, Kirin 710. I've heard some mixed stories about the cameras, or excuse me, the processor, but I'll determine that for myself in my experience. Again, but the camera setup is a 20 and then a small 2 megapixel for depth sensor. And the front is a 16 megapixel wide angle. It does feature HDR. Phone only records at 1080p at 60 FPS at the top, but it does have stereo sound when recording, so that is a huge plus. No stereo speakers though, but it does have stereo sound, so whenever you use a recording with this, which you'll see in this video because I'm going to test that for you. Rear mounted fingerprint reader. It's supposed to be running 8.2 out of the box, but I guarantee you this is going to have a 10 stable ROM ready by the time you see another video on it. It might even be ready in this video. Now I do have the 6 gig 128 gig model. A lot of people have been getting the 64 gig 4 gig model, but I went with the 6 gig 128 gig model, which is the highest model that you could actually get in this phone. I wanted to see what it was really going to be like. So the reviews that I've seen on this, they have the 4 gig 64, and I've heard great things about it. I've seen people switching from iPhone XS Maxes to this, just all different kinds of reasonings why people are doing it. But I think that you buy what you want and you'll get what you want out of it if that's your thing. So I'm going to crack the seal on this bad boy now, and enough talking. We'll get into a full detailed walkthrough for you. Here it is. Here's the big boy. Lightweight, man. Lightweight. So as you can see, I went with the red model. So this is beautiful. All these different tags now. At least the tags on these phones come off easy. They come off a lot easier than some of the other tags on some of these other phones. All right, so this is the red model. In here, it's going to be a SIM ejection tool and a case. I'll pull this out. You got some instruction manuals. I'll pull out the case because I might use it. It's a good thing, that they give us a case now. A lot of people complain about these little free cases, but I'm cool with it because at least they're giving us something. And you get a charging brick and Type-C, or not Type-C, I'm sorry. This is micro USB for this phone, unfortunately. But that's just a part of the game. So we'll get all this out of the way and get ready for a full detailed walkthrough on this phone right here. I'll give you camera samples, everything in this video. You're getting ready to get it. So a lengthy detailed walkthrough. I hope you're ready for it. So looking around the hardware real quick here. If I didn't say it, this has a 3750 milliamp hour battery inside. This is beautiful, man. Oh my gosh. This phone is beautiful. It has a screen protector already on it. Oh, man, you got the AI camera set up. Man, I'm feeling this phone now that I have it. It doesn't even feel like a 6.5-inch display. Now I wish I had my iPhone XS Max still so I can compare the size. This is definitely a better looking phone. This is one of the more beautiful phones I have in my catalog, if not the most beautiful, because the other phone that is looking really beautiful is this new phone right here. That phone is beautiful, but this is a good size, man. It's a big phone, but remember I have big hands. So again, you got the dual camera setup on the back with the AI thing. You got the LED, you got a fingerprint reader back there. This two-tone glass here. You can see it kind of hints at it. It's the shimmer is ridiculous. On this side right here, you've got a power button and a volume rocker. You got a micro SD card, or excuse me, card slot over here. With the SIM tray. This can take up to a 400 gig card, which is sweet. Then you've got microphone canceling up there, headphone jack on the bottom, another microphone speaker out, and unfortunately micro USB. Now the back of this phone is a lift. It feels like it's some kind of, the glass is lifting away from it. It's kind of strange. I can't describe it. But I tell you one thing, man. For this phone to weigh 175 grams, it is lightweight, folks. It is lightweight. I just can't believe it. Now, one disclaimer I'm going to tell you right now at the almost 5-minute mark. So if you hear people asking this question, get them. Does this phone have LTE for the US? And the answer is no, it does not. And I'm going to go ahead and put my SIM card in it right now. While we're doing this, I'm going to take it out of my Mi Mix. I'm going to put it in this phone right here. This phone does not have LTE for the US. I didn't buy it because I wanted LTE in the US. I bought it because I wanted this phone, and I'm going to just use it on Wi-Fi when I do use it. Let's get English going real quick. Right there. Let's get my SIM card. Now, a good thing about this phone right here I wanted to show you is that it has a full-size SD card slot with 2 full-size SIM card slots, and that is a huge boss move. I wonder why a lot of other companies don't do it. That's their choice. Let me get my glasses. Oh boy. No, what the heck is this? Oh, okay, I don't know. Maybe I hit something else. Oh, my bad, y'all. Oh, it's already on English. Okay, my bad. Let's roll with it. All right, so I agree to the terms. They actually think people are going to read all this stuff right here, man. Well, it's not a lot. I guess it's not. It's not a lot. We'll see how this works out. So I'm going to get my Wi-Fi put in here. It does have the 5 gigahertz band there at smartphoneconversations.com. Let's put it in here. All right, so I've got Wi-Fi. And you can see it's already showing 2G. Again, I didn't buy this to get it for LTE. I know it's not going to have LTE, but I knew I wanted this phone. I'm getting ready to use it on Wi-Fi because the MMS and everything will still work. All right, so everything's activated. Let's go ahead and go through some more of the settings here. Let's go ahead and do it has face unlock, and it has a fingerprint reader. Let's do face unlock. Let's create a pin here. Let's go 4 zeros or 6. All right, so enable when the device wakes up. Yes. I'm going to step outside of the camera for a second, but I'm still going to test it. All right, here we go. All right, so that was quick. Now I can also unlock with a fingerprint reader. Let's add that too. And let's put in the little fake password I put in there. Okay.
All right. I'm actually swiping back here.
All right, so here we are, we're in, and here's the setup of the phone right here. Remember, this phone does not work on LTE in the US, so please don't stress me about that. I will do a speed test though, just to show you what kind of 2G speeds you can get for those, but I normally will be on Wi-Fi at the house anyway. Whew, this thing is beautiful, man. It is beautiful. So bloatware on here, there is a lot of bloatware, but you can uninstall all of it. That's a good thing. This is the Chinese version, and I got 6 gigs, 128 gig model, if I didn't already say that. Super excited about it. See, it lets you, that's the good thing about these phones with the Chinese bloatware. It lets you take all of this stuff off. Like, I don't even know what any of this stuff says, or that's news. But the Huawei apps, you definitely want to leave your Huawei apps on there if you want to. I just uninstalled a few of them just to let you know you can uninstall them. That's just what it is. So obviously this is Wi-Fi and data and everything. You already know what's in there. You've got Bluetooth in here. You can do multi-screen. You've got apps and permissions. I don't have anything on here yet. I didn't do a backup or anything. You got Twin app, default apps. Everything is all there. Battery percentage, notification, display screen, display carrier, battery percentage. Let's do next to icon right there. And these are just some things in here for the notification center. When you swipe down, you can see what's on here. Yeah. While I'm here, check that out. You can kind of see the notification setup right there. It's pretty nice. And on the display, you got battery. You can go to battery. You can go into ultra power, get 5 days. Oh my gosh. Power saving mode. You know what I'm saying? I don't normally use those, but they're there. Screen resolution is on smart. Well, I guess it'll drop it down depending on what your battery is. But we're going to turn off that because we're going to keep it at 1080p. You got app launch and battery usage, battery optimization. All right. So let's go to display. You've got auto bright. Let's kick this down to 10 minutes. I like to keep it on. It even has eye comfort. It'll turn the screen like this. I do not like that. I like the screen to stay what it is. You've got different wallpapers here. You can randomly change the wallpaper, or you can go through all of these ones that they have set. I actually like this one right here. This is pretty nice. But let's take a look at some of the other wallpapers. Pretty sweet. Wow, that's nice, man. That is nice right there. Let's set that joint up right there. Let's do that. That's a nice wallpaper right there. Boom, there you go. I don't like when it changes randomly by itself. On some of the ZTE phones, you have to go in and turn that off because it's on by default, and that's something that I don't like. All right, so then you got full screen display where you can decide which apps are going to be full screen. And right now, I don't have any apps on there, so that's why it looks like that. You can turn off the thing at the top, as you can see. Goes like that. It's pretty clean. And I like about this that it doesn't move away. It doesn't. You're still utilizing that area at the top up there. That's what I like about that. That's pretty clean. I like that. You got your viewing mode. Obviously, you can see how big the text is and stuff like that. You've got normal text size. I'll leave it there. I got my glasses on right now, so I can clearly see everything. And this is text styles, man. I'm just gonna leave it where it's at because you know what I'm saying. I ain't got it. So you can actually adjust. And we went in here to the screen. You can actually adjust this down to 720p if you want to. And it's nice that a phone like this has all these options, man. That's crazy. So you got your do not disturb. You got vibrate on silent. You got do not disturb. You got the ringtones. Oh, that's my cut right there. That's my cut right there. So you got vibrate on ring. You got notification sounds. You know what I'm saying? All that's in here. More sounds and settings. Screen lock, screen touch, vibrate on touch. Definitely want to turn that on. So now it's vibrating when I touch those buttons down there, which is what I want. Storage. Let's see what we got here. Of the 128, you got 115 available. 3 gigs for here, 8 gigs for the, or almost 8.5 for the firmware. And this other is probably just bloatware and stuff that they have on there or something like that. And for the memory, 6 gigs right there, available right now, almost 4 gigs. Security, this is all your facial unlock and everything. Let me try the facial unlock real quick. See how it works from behind the camera. Boom, it's unlocked, and then you swipe it to unlock. Pretty nice. Let's see here. Let's put in the password. All right. App lock. Direct unlock. After the screen turns on, the device will automatically unlock when your face is recognized. That's what we want to do right there. So now let's try this out. Boom, that's what we're talking about. You see how fast it is? That's what I'm talking about right there. Boom. That's the way you want to have that, man. I like that right there. That's sweet right there. And you got your fingerprint reader. Let's try the fingerprint reader. Fingerprint reader's fast. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got accounts and everything. System. Let's check for a system update real quick and see if we bump up to 10. Because every time I get a phone like this, it's on 8.2 right now, but 10 always pops up after I do a video. So here we go. Here's the system update. Looks like it's still 10 or still 8.2, but I guarantee you more are going to come in, man. This optimizes the camera, the system, 4D shot. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here. So we'll let that roll out. But definitely, man, I wanted to go ahead and just put up some more stuff on this phone for you, man. I'm telling you, this thing is beautiful in person. Again, all this bloatware comes right off. That's the great thing about these phones, man. Don't be deterred about this. All right, guys, so here's the front camera. I think the front camera is actually really good. I took some photos and you'll see them here as well. But what do you think about the camera on the front here from the phone? All right, guys, so here's the rear camera on the phone. It's been a late night. I've been using it all day, so I decided to just go ahead and throw up a quick late night video capture right here. I'll give more footage on the cameras later on, but what do you think about the quality on the rear cameras? Anyway, I'll get everything updated for you guys, man. I just want to give you a quick walkthrough of the phone. This is the hotness, man. Let's try on this case back here. This phone is beautiful. Oh my gosh. The fact that they give you a case, it's lightweight too, man. It's crazy how lightweight this phone is. Oh yeah, bro. This is clean. Nice cutout. Obviously, it's made just for the phone, so it's going to be just right. You got lip protection on this little case right here. System updates downloading still. You got lip protection. Man, that facial recognition is fast. Lip protection, everything with the case, screen protector, it's ready to go. So I'll see you guys in the next video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the full walkthrough. Get ready to get this beast on the